Spotlight over the city, you guys, and we got us another plus one in the building. This man is doing some amazing things. He's a very talented individual, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what he has going on. And
Yes,
wife, you going to
indeed.
introduce?
Yes, indeed. I met this young man. When did we? Well, I think we met.
At the DC 5th Annual Radio Awards.
Okay, and then we connected again at the jazz,
At the
Polo
Polo
Jazz
Jazz
thing,
Festival.
and then I
Jazz.
saw you again. Then I just been seeing him
I mean, you
everywhere.
moving
Right?
around. Yeah, you moving around.
Listen, and his spirit was infectious from the moment I met him, and I knew that I wanted to have him display his talents to all of you all on this platform. So you all put your hands together for actor, comedian, artist, model, Paul C. Jerry.
Hey, give it up, give it up.
K-Lo K,
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about.
Hello.
Man, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to finally be here. I want to say just thank God, too, for allowing me to be here with you guys, man. It's just a pleasure. And like I said, when I first met you, I knew it was just something special, you know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, we just kept meeting each other at the Polo Jazz, and then you had to see me talk a little juggy joke.
I
you
did.
know?
I did.
But I
So
like how you
good.
opened it up. You say you thank God, man. A lot of people don't know that, so I appreciate you even bringing that to a platform. Sometimes people think they need to leave that at home, but on Spotlight, we
Man.
talk that God business as well.
You gotta
so.
talk that God. I tell people I'm doing the same thing I was doing 10 years ago, but with God now, with my acting, with my boxing, my career, everything. And it's like, I tell people, if he's not on your starting five, I don't want him to be in the game. Like,
Hey,
no,
let
he
me
gotta
tell
be
you
on my starting five before I even get on the court.
That's
you know
what I'm
saying?
talking
So
about.
you gotta have him number one.
There it
Yes,
is.
Paul.
So with that being said, you have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I do,
right?
I do everything but drugs. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that either.
So take us back, because with you got your talent is so many different buckets. Like, where did all of this start?
It started when I was a kid. You know, I was living in D.C. Off Rhode Island Avenue, and just being around my mom, used to always see things on TV, and I said, I can act like that person. I can imitate that person. So I used to imitate stuff that I saw on TV, but art has always been a part of my life. Like, I used to draw on homework assignments, draw on my classwork, and I would get in trouble. But then I ended up turning into a business, and now I get paid to draw on people's shoes or their jackets or to make logos or designs for people.
Wow.
That is dope.
So it started as like a hobby, and then I ended up taking it serious and making it into a business.
Wow. Wow. So what school did you attend? Did you do any art?
Yeah, actually, I attended Surrattsville High School, right up
Shout
here.
out to
Shout out
Surrattsville.
Surrattsville.
You know what I'm saying? The
You
Hornets,
dig?
you see?
I hear you.
And then I left Surrattsville and I went to King George my senior year.
Okay.
But they had a computer graphics program my sophomore year. And I was like, hey, I want to get involved in art more. So I started learning about
Wow.
Photoshop, Illustrator, how the arts and everything work. But at the same time, I was still doing plays and still working on. So I was doing both sides of the arts, from acting to drawing.
I
Dope.
love it. I love
So
it.
how does that contrast work for you? Like, that's a whole different lane, right? So how did you go from one lane to a whole nother lane?
So I almost use them simultaneously, because I believe like the arts, my acting helps out with like my drawing, and like drawing actually helps out with my acting. Like if I'm thinking about, a character, I'm like, okay, how can I bring this character to life? And if you think about it, when you see a movie, before you actually see the movie, they create a storyboard of that character. Like,
They do.
hey, okay, let me sketch out what the person's doing, how they're gonna react, how they're gonna do stuff. So me drawing actually gives me more involved into my acting to present my characters and to develop my characters.
That's interesting. That's
I love
interesting.
that.
And so where did the comedy spin come into play?
All right, so the comedy is meant from, I always tell stories. Like, I tell funny stories all the time. Like, yo, Paul, like, you're funny. Why don't you, like, do comedy? I like, what you mean? It's like, your comedy is just stories. You just telling something in a funny way. And so,
That's true, though.
my aunt was like, yo, Paul, we got this comedy joint at the fire station. I went out there. I did, like, a 7-minute bit. And they was like, yo, you are funny, brother. Is this your first time? I said, yeah, this is my first time doing comedy. But I think comedy is almost the comedian side of theater. Because when you're on stage, like, say, for instance, this is our stage, I'm talking, I'm acting, you get a chance to see their reaction full time. So theater kind of helped prepare me for comedy. You could see, okay, I know where that joke is going to land, or I know where this is going to be funny. She had a chance to see Pablo in action, man. I was like, oh my goodness, okay. So it's been good. So they move like simultaneously, man. They move simultaneously.
So, but wait, because you went right into a character, right? And I mean, you went right into this character, right? How do you get those characters? Like, where do you pull from?
So I pull from people that I know. You know, I travel a lot. I got a lot of friends that are Dominican, Puerto Rican, Nicaraguan. My friend said, Paul, you speak better Spanish with an accent than I do, and I'm Spanish. So I pull from that, or like somebody I might meet. Like I met this couple from the UK, and we were talking. I'm like, excuse me, miss. I was like, I'm trying to phone this Floyd. Could you help me get that? She was like, wow, like you did that really good. She said, but you got to remember, in the United Kingdom, you have proper British, and then you got the urban slang. So the proper be like mother, father, but the slang be like mother, it'll be a V instead of a TH.
Okay, like how we speak in Maryland.
How
but
we
it's-
speak in Maryland?
Mother and father, yeah.
Mother, father, but it's like mother, brother. You know what I'm saying? We're
Okay.
Reggie. I'm a sport lawyer of the city. Gotta check them out. You guys are phenomenal. Absolutely ludicrous.
Is Reggie still here?
Oh, that's kind of fly. I got a partner. My partner out here, he can speak that same rhetoric.
Hey,
Reggie.
my man,
Hey,
my
Reggie.
man.
I don't want to put you on the
Hey, Reggie,
spot,
you
but if
know
I
too.
give him a mic right now, he can
Reggie, if we
speak
get
back
him
to
out,
you.
you could do a little something for us,
You
right?
want to do some dialogue, Reggie?
Oh, man, just a cup of tea. Just a cup of tea, mate.
Yeah.
I love it. So, Paul, what is your favorite thing? Meaning, like, is it acting? Is it being an artist? Is it being a comedian? Is it being a model? What is, if you had to let go all of them except one,
What would it be?
what you gonna keep?
I think my favorite would be acting.
Oh, I thought I would have picked that.
Because with the actor, acting is the only job where you could be anything you want. You could be
Yeah.
a cop, you could be a crackhead, you could be a drug dealer, you could be a journalist. And it's like you get the chance to switch from character to character. It's almost like you're a chameleon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get a chance to be whatever you want. Or if you could think about it, like when I was doing the crackhead role for Thanksgiving Rose, y'all gotta check me out on Amazon.
Wait, can we get a little order
What's
right
the-
now? Can you just go into character? Let me see.
Man, it's easy. Man, I gotta come. Hey, bro, you got some dollars? Let me get some. So mind you, I'm like dirty. I got the beanie on. I'm like, man, you got a couple dollars on the nigga I can buy. And so I was in character. It's funny you said it because we filmed it right here in Clinton.
Okay.
If you remember where Grace Brethren was at, we're filming the scene, so I got the beanie on. The director's like, yo, he already look like he in character. Like, we don't got
No,
no
that's
makeup. So I'm sitting there right by the gas station. I'm, just getting in character. And this car pulls up. And she look out the window, she's like, is that a crackhead? She said, oh, hell no. She drives off. And so then a guy comes up to me. And he like, hey, buddy, man, you got some gas? I'm like, all right, I got three options. I could tell him I'm an undercover cop. I could tell him I'm just acting. Or I could just play along. I said, man, it's going to be too fun to play along. I said, nigga, gas. You got some crack? He said, oh, hell no. And he just ran. The director's like, yo, Paul, what did he ask you? I said, he asked me for gas. I asked him for crack. He ain't want none of that. He just ran.
I love
So
it.
it's so cool, like just getting in the character and like being these characters. And I was just telling somebody the other day, I was actually about to give up on acting. I know I just met you guys, but I lost my mom in 2011. She passed away from breast cancer, and acting actually saved me because when I was about to quit acting on your part, you can't quit acting. You got to keep going to school. You got to finish up school. So I finish up school. So it gets to like maybe 7 years later, and I'm with my acting coach, Percy Thomas, and we're going through this scene. He's like, yo, Paul, I'm feeling the scene, but, I'm not feeling the emotions. Like, when the last time you cried? And I was like, when my mom died. He said, all right, close your eyes. So he told me to close my eyes. I kid you, I was like the movie Get Out. He's like, think about, what was going on. I said, man, I was thinking, God, why did you take my mom? She was so special to me. She was like the neighborhood mom. And he was like, Paul, if you could tell your mom one thing now, like, what would it be? I'm like, Ma, I love you. And I miss you. He said, open your eyes. I was like, Percy, I'm still crying. He said, no, that's acting. I said, damn. He said, a good actor can go there and come back.
Yeah.
And me crying, Terry and Stan, like, it released so much emotion off of my life that was just built up over those 7 years. And that's why I'm glad you talked about mental health, because as men, they feel like we got to be strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't cry. We got to show we just this hard person. But when you cry, it helps you relieve that stress in your body and that tension. And if I would have never let those emotions out, the scene would have never came out. People was like, I just want to run on stage and grab you. Like, you just look like you was on that stuff. I was like, Pops, don't let me up. And they was like, come here, son, let me hold you. So like acting is therapeutic. Like people don't
Yeah.
realize acting is therapy. You know what I'm saying?
But you seem to be really good at it because you can go into different characters and come right out, and so that's really
Right.
acting, right?
It's,
And
it's
so,
really, and I mean,
yeah.
it takes time. Like when you're learning, you know, you're going through the pathos and the ethos, and a lot of people think acting is easy, but it's a lot of studying. You know, breaking down the character, breaking down what did my character eat for lunch. You know, what did my character do right before this scene. You know, and I heard some other actors say, don't become a professional student. You know what I'm saying? Meaning all you're doing is studying. You're going to class, but you're not on no screen. You're not on no set, no movie set. You're just going to class. So you can't just keep going to class and not show up for the game. You know, it's
Right.
almost like going to practice, but
And
you
then
never
don't
playing the
play.
game.
Yeah,
You know, you
exactly.
gotta go to practice. All right, boom. I might not be as confident in myself, but you know what? I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna see how my talent works. And then I've been seeing
Yeah.
that people like, yo, Paul, like, how are you doing this? But I said, bro, God, like, he's opening up so many doors for me. It's unreal.
Unreal. So what's coming up? Or do you have any acting gigs coming up?
Woo,
Do you
what's
have
coming up?
What's coming up? Tell us. Give us
Wanna
the
do
rundown.
it?
Yes.
Yes,
Shadrach,
indeed.
Meshach, and Abednego. All right, so what's coming up? We're working on Rotten Apple right now. It's a play written by Barry Battle, produced by Blink Entertainment. We got Dorian Wilson from the Parkers, Professor Ogilvy.
Yes.
We got Darren Henson from True to the Game.
Shout out
Yes.
to Darren Henson, the
Darren
home
Henson.
team. That's the homie.
We
Yeah.
got Darius McCurry from Family Matters. I'm playing the lead of the son Bryce. So you guys
Wow.
are gonna see me in a whole different limelight, and it's gonna be at the Bowie Center for the Arts, February the 4th and 5th. So I'm
Yay.
excited, you know, to be back on
Dope.
stage and to be, you know, getting back into character and just showing people that, you know, dreams do come true. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably have seen already a Wesley Christmas that's on BET
Yes.
Plus right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Shout out
You know,
to
shout out to
Bree
Octave
West.
Productions.
That's
Yes,
right.
indeed. Home team.
Chuck
Shout
and
out to
Bree
them.
West.
Shout out to Chuck and Bree.
Chuck and Bree.
Shout out to my nephew Quinn. Big
Yes.
Q.
You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing. My boy Terrell, Mike, the whole squad.
Yeah,
Dorian is
man.
actually in there too. Jasmine Guy. You know, we're working on part 2.
Jasmine guy.
Jasmine Guy's in
Yeah,
there.
we watched it. Great
So,
film. Great
Great
film.
film. We're actually working on part 2 right now that we're filming part 2. So it's gonna be from here up until like maybe a week or two. And again, as I told you about Thanksgiving roast, shout out to director Trey Walker. We're working on part 2 for Thanksgiving roast, which is set for 2023. So y'all gonna see Boo Boo in action again.
Hold up, what's the character name?
Cousin Boo Boo. Cousin Boo Boo.
Cousin Boo Boo.
Cousin
Okay.
You see Boo Boo, you know that's Pablo. So just to know,
Okay,
know.
got you.
And then we got another film that I just booked. And actually, I get to use my tactical, my police skills, my fitness. It's called Compound by my boy Miles. So I'm excited about this film. God just been opening up so many doors. And I mean, I'm gonna just let y'all know. First, I wasn't gonna say anything, but there's a big agency in New York that want to sign me too. So they've been looking at me for like the past 4 or 5 years. So, you know, we looking at, you know what I'm saying, seeing how it works. So
Yes.
who knows what Pablo is going to have coming up next, man.
Hey,
so,
Pablo get ready to do some amazing things. I can speak on
Yeah.
it for you, and we're gonna agree on it, man.
We
You
gonna
get ready to
touch
kill
and
it,
agree.
Amen.
man.
Appreciate
Very
that.
talented, very
Appreciate
talented,
that.
and so you doing it on your own merit, and you deserve to get in those doors that
That's
God is
right.
opening up for you. So
Amen.
That's right.
don't let nothing stop you for that, man. But we got to give it up for what he just
Very-
said, though.
yes,
He just told you
I
that he get ready to do something big. So
I want to leave people with one thing too.
Go ahead.
Okay.
My buddy Nino. You know, I travel out the country a lot, and we go visit Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. And you notice in these foreign countries, they don't have a lot of stuff that we have. They don't have Wi-Fi. They don't have running water. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the electricity and stuff that we have. Like, Paul, you know, you got to stop taking things for granted. We got to take advantage. He's like, take advantage of your youth before you get old. Take advantage of your health before you become sick. Take advantage of your wealth before you become poor. And also take advantage of life before you die. And I was like, bro,
I love it.
you're right. Like, you just
I
got to
love
take
that.
advantage. Like, anything could happen, you know, to us at any time. You know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that we're not taking things for granted. And, like, you know, I don't take this opportunity for granted. And I feel like, you know, it's providence that we met and
Yes,
we continue to
that's
keep
right.
meeting. You know, so it's
Yeah, I
nothing but
respect
God.
that. I love it a lot, and I think you have a great mind. You have a great spirit. I like what you stand for. So God is going to project you to do some amazing things. The only
Amen.
thing could stop you is yourself, and I doubt if you do that.
Amen.
So man, once
That's
again,
I appreciate that.
That's
I
right.
appreciate
Give them
that.
out your information so you tell people how to follow you and support you.
Yeah,
please.
Okay,
Yep.
you guys can follow me on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Paul Paul, the letter C Jerry. That's Paul C Jerry. My email is paulcjerry.actor at gmail.com. But you guys can
Yes.
follow me, man. Check me out, follow me. If you want to get a laugh, you want me to make you cry, man, I do it all. I do it all.
Yes.
And so I thought about you because I got a big movie that I'm writing now that's getting ready to be serious. So I'm gonna see if I can get you in that movie because I
Okay.
know for a fact that you got a part in it. You
Yes.
you so thorough. I was thinking
Okay.
about it when you was talking, like, wow, okay, I got him
Appreciate it.
already.
Appreciate
So
that.
yeah, I'll link in with you with that.
Oh, I forgot to give you guys my artist too, so you can follow my art page, Provision Designs. It's P as in Paul, V as in Victor, Designs with a Z at the end. You're gonna see like a pink eye with a paintbrush, and it'll say Provision Designs. So if y'all need custom shoes, y'all need logos, y'all need artwork done, come holler at me. I'm here for you.
Custom
Hey.
shoes.
Okay, baby.
I like it.
Yes.
Okay,
I
all
love
right.
it. Y'all give it
Y'all
up
give it
for
up
our
for the home
family,
team,
Paul.
man. Amen.
Yes. If y'all
Appreciate y'all.
enjoyed the show,
Y'all enjoying it so far?
we're not done though.
Nah, it's not
closer.
over yet, man. We got us a closer.
We still
and other.
got Rue in the building.
Oh yeah, we got.
Rue Pratt in
You
the
already
building,
knew
y'all.
Rue Pratt in the building, and when I say she get ready to tear it up, man, so we gonna get to that. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.